Yeah, I mean, good game. I mean, glad we got to get some guys in to work and obviously beat the rain and get the win. So some big hits. Obviously Jeffrey's home run and Lex and Russo pinch hit, backside home run. So we got some guys that didn't get to pitch this week in the game. So I would have liked to play a couple more innings, get some more guys some work, but obviously Mother Nature just didn't cooperate tonight. But it was good. It was good to get some runs on the board and keep feeling good about ourselves and head into the last weekend.
Cole Russo, he's been playing well.
Yeah,
he had a big
really
run today. Yeah,
he's done a great job. I just feel for him. He came in. I think put a lot of pressure on himself all year and just trying to do too much. And we've just been trying to really work with him on just, you don't have to try to hit so hard. Just let the velo do the work. And he's really shortened his swing. And he's still every once in a while he'll get back into that mode. But I mean, just to be able to hit the ball backside over home run, like that's huge. And so he's done a great job these last couple of weeks, and we've needed it. We've needed a spark in the offense, from that last spot, just with Alex gone. So mixing it up and putting some different guys in. So for him to come out in the last 3 or 4 starts, and he's got to hit every start, and then obviously today not starting, but I knew he was going to come in the game at some point when they brought a righty in and be a pinch hit home run. That was huge. So I've been proud of him, just the work that he's put in. He's never gotten frustrated. Just showed up every day, just trying to get better. And once he's kind of bought in and understood like what was going to work for him, he's been a different person.
Let's go back to the Houston series. What do you like about the way your team played?
We just fought and competed. We pitched really, really well. Obviously the game of baseball they made a couple mistakes to Hernandez in the first game, and then obviously we hung a breaking ball there to the pinch hitter late in the game. But after that, we pitched great. We played great defense, and guys stepped up. We got some big hits. Josen's obviously been playing really, really well the last couple of weeks, we were able to, but down late, be able to come back huge. We were, I think, 0-17 or something like that, 0-16 after 7 innings. We hadn't won a game late, so to be able to fight, find a way, and then come out and the heat on the turf. I mean, it was hot, and so for our guys to come out and play the way they did on Sunday and find a way, I mean, it's just been. I've been proud. I mean, it's been a lot to overcome for our kids, and they just keep showing up and they keep competing and they keep trying to find a way to win ball games. It's not been easy going on the road or obviously in our conference, and playing Houston, a big series. You lose, but really are 4 of your best players with Romano and Freeland and Stain and Pattison. Like, it's a lot to overcome, but our guys have just shown up every day, and obviously guys have stepped up like Noah and Vespi and now Tom's been playing really well. And Russo coming in. So, I mean, everyone's playing their part. It feels like every day somebody else is kind of, not the hero, but the guy that's leading the team. It's not the same guy. It's everybody. Jeffrey, who's carried us most of the year since Romano was down, and him and Freeland, didn't have a great weekend. Got the 1 home run, but, really struggled Saturday and Sunday. And everybody picked him up. And that's what I really love about this team is guys just keep picking each other up and finding a way. It was a huge weekend, especially when you lose Friday, you're down Saturday, be able to come back and then win the series. It was awesome.
One commonality in the 2 games that you won last weekend was you brought in David Litchfield, and it was the first time that he pitched over in 2 innings or more in a while. How has Litchfield been, especially with the struggles he had a little earlier on in the season?
He's just a mature kid. He's 22 or 23 years old. He's been in the program. The thing I'm most proud about David is that he has never shown signs of frustration or unhappiness or mopey, or just shows up every day and tries to get better. He knows, he understands this game and understands that he knows how much I love him, and there's nothing I'd rather have than him in the game, but my job isn't to put the people that I like in the game. It's to put the people that are going to give us the best shot to win. And he knows that he hasn't deserved that, but he just kept showing up and working, and brings energy in the dugout. Never just sits in the corner and just, I don't get to pitch again. He's on the top step, brings energy, loosens up the dugout, and when he knows that when I got to pitch, I gotta earn my spot again, and he's done it every time. And this weekend was huge. I mean, he just went out there and just kept mowing him down, and we just kept letting him ride. I mean, he was just pitching so well, and that was huge for him to go out there and throw 4 in the third or whatever it was, 4 2/3, whatever the innings were. But that was huge. I mean, you talk about a guy stepping up, and that's a guy that obviously was carrying us the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, and and then for him to go through the struggles, I know it's not how he wanted. He didn't envision his last year being like that, but we talk about all the time that life doesn't go ever the way you envision it. Like, you come to college, you think this is going to happen, you get hurt. You're like, man, that wasn't part of the vision. You get married, you get divorced. Like, it's just the way that life is. And so he just kept showing up every day. Never felt sorry for himself. Never complained about not pitching. Just showed up every day, tried to get better. And we always talk about, when your moment comes, when your opportunity arises, make sure you're prepared for it. He was ready. And these last couple of weeks, he's pitching some really big games. And whatever it is, last 10 innings, he's been one of our better guys. So it was huge.
So you really wanted to finish this game. I know it was 10-2. It was a torrential downpour. So what do you think about the recent trend in college baseball of teams deciding to cancel games late in the year, whether it's to save arms or for RPI? Because we're seeing that a lot this year.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's just really hard to get a grasp of really like what's going on and how good is that or how bad is that. But at the same time, I mean, if your team is on the bubble and you know that it's going to hurt you, like, I mean, I don't fault him either. I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same thing if that was the situation. Like, it's just unfortunate, and whether for fans or just to get guys work or it's a tough thing. But if you got a chance to host, and whether you win or lose, it's going to hurt you, or whether you know what I mean, like. I think it just puts all of us in bad situations where it's like, what's the best thing for us and what's the best thing for our team, and you get in a bad situation. I mean, it's just unfortunate, but I guess it's the nature of the game right now.
Coach, some health updates. Alex Freeland, what's his status?
Yeah, so he started swinging this week, so it's just day to day at this point. So I don't know. He should be ready for the tournament. I'd be shocked if he's not ready for the tournament. This week is probably 50-50. I don't know. Thursday is probably going to be rushing it, maybe Friday or Saturday, but it's really just a day-to-day thing, and hopefully there's no setbacks. And he just keeps increasing every single day of what he's doing, and went from dry swings to tee work to front toss, and so we're kind of, that's where we're at, and then we'll get to live BP, like batting practice and stuff. And once he feels like he's ready to go, like, he'll be back. So looks good for the tournament. 50-50 maybe for this weekend. So we'll just day by day we'll play it. When he's ready to go, he'll let me know.
Are you hoping Connor can give you a little something this weekend?
Yeah, so he's on pace to pitch this weekend. To just get a little bit, try to get him out there before the tournament. And I watched him throw a bullpen today, and there was some stuff that looked real, like some real stuff. And we'll see though, man. Like, it's just tough when you got blisters that you just don't know when they're gonna pop back up. So I know he's been doing everything he possibly can, from putting his hand in pickle juice to rice buckets to try to build up calluses. Like, he's been doing everything that he possibly can to get out there. I know he wants to compete. I know he wants to try to help the team. I know it has eaten at him big time to not be out there. So he's doing everything he can. And again, the bullpen went good today, but just make sure his field is good tomorrow. And again, day to day. But the plan is for him to get in something this weekend at some point, to just get on the rubber and get back into compete mode before we go to the tournament.
With the series win against Houston, you have the tiebreaker against them, meaning you got to do better than them or as the same as them. So what do you think this team needs to do against Cincinnati in order to capture that number 2 seed?
We'll just do what we've been doing. Just go out there and compete, play our game, pitch and play good defense, and then just going to need some guys to step up, and whoever it's going to be. It's probably going to be somebody different every game that's going to need to be the guy. But don't change anything. Go out there and play baseball, have fun, play for each other. We told the guys today, you got a minimum of, not even a minimum because of weather, like maybe 6 games left together. And how long do you want to play together? How long does this group want to be here? How long do you want to play for David and Will and Riley and Trent and Noah? Like, how long do you want to play for those guys and let them continue to play here at UCF? So, but just go out there and do what we've been doing. We've proven that we can overcome a lot of different things, and I'm proud of the kids for. I mean, if you had told me at the beginning of the year, like, hey, here's who's not going to play, like, how many wins do you think you're going to have? Like, these guys have stepped up and figured out a way to probably beat what that guess would have been. You know what I mean? So I'm really proud of every single one of them in front. I mean, there's just been guys helping out on the bench and figuring out ways to help us win and helping other guys, and whether it's just what they're seeing or whatever the case is, everybody on that bench has been trying to find a way to help the team. And so just proud of the way we keep overcoming. Just keep doing the same thing. Like, we showed what we can do last year, like with this tournament, like what you can do. Hopefully had to take that experience. But this weekend we just got to play our game, worry about ourselves, go out there and try to win Thursday, and then worry about Friday.
You'd like to see some consistency, though, right? Up and
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I mean, it's a tough game, especially offensively. I mean, it's a tough game. I mean, you can go 0 for 4 and have really good at bats. You know, even Tom's bad at bats have been lineouts or hard ground balls. So I mean, it's tough always to say like who's being consistent and who's not, because baseball's hard. And you can do everything right and do everything you want to do, and you don't get rewarded for it. So. But I mean, I think we've been fairly consistent in terms of being able to show up and compete, and you know, we just got to have everybody pulling on the same side of the rope and bring the energy. I mean, I think the one games or the one weekend, just the South Florida weekend, I just felt like we didn't have enough energy. You know what I mean? But again, we've had learning experiences where it was like we get injured, and it's like we have some games where it's like, oh my gosh, when Nick Romano's having tore his ACL, this is horrible. Like. And it's like, snap out of it. Like, quit feeling sorry for yourself. Get back in you know what I mean? And then Hunter and Stain, and it's like, oh my gosh, more guys are hurt. And then Freeland. But we keep getting better at handling those situations. And I think that we've had some games here and there that you feel like, you know, you just didn't bring the energy. But those were all learning experiences to get us prepared. And hopefully, you know, we've made those mistakes and have learned from them. And we're ready to go every game the rest of the way.
Are you monitoring the weather forecast for this weekend?
We are. We're having a lot of different conversations, and obviously softball too. And you know, congrats to Bear and the girls. Man, they've had an unbelievable year. It's been fun to watch. I was watching the game in my hotel room on Saturday morning, and you know, but this is a big deal for them. So, you know, obviously don't want to cause any distractions either for them. I want them to be able to enjoy this moment and have as many fans as we can. And hopefully Night Nation shows out to root the girls on, and we can find a way to get to a super regional. So it's going to be crazy with the weather, but we'll find a way to get the games in as much as we can and be ready to go when they tell us to play ball.
So the Heat and Panthers are playing right now. Are you a fan of those teams?
I'm a big Miami Heat fan,
okay.
So obviously just growing up. So I mean, I've been to a couple Panthers games, but just, you know, that one year in '96 when they had the rat and all that stuff, like it was a big playoff thing. Like, we all got into it. I think it was '96 or '95. I was in high school, and we got into the playoffs. We went to the Stanley Cup. I can't remember if they won or they went to the finals, but I remember like all of my friends getting together and watching the whole rat thing. A rat came out, somebody killed it with a stick or something. It was like a rally cry or something. But I haven't been a big hockey guy since then. So, but a Heat fan, I'm always been a big guy. I mean, I used to have season tickets to the Heat. So spent a lot of times at Miami arena, not American, but Miami.
What is something that you want to see this team do? Because obviously this is the last weekend before the conference tournament. So what is something that you want out of this team in the conference tournament that you hope to see, you know, work into the development?
One, to stay healthy and get healthy as much as we possibly can, and two, just continue to play us. You know, we don't need to try to do more than what we've been doing. We don't need to have any heroes. That's what we talked about, even in the ninth inning of the Saturday game. I told them I don't need any heroes. I just need to go up there and try to put together good at bats and pass the baton to the next guy. And we should need to do the same thing. Play good defense, but and get some guys in the game to pitch and get everybody rested for Tuesday. But at the same time, like Ben Vesey's not going to go 7 innings. So, but I don't care who's coming in after that. Like, we got to be ready to pitch. Like, whoever we put in there, we expect to be able to do their job and do it to the best of their ability and help us win the games. And it doesn't change. I mean, everybody's probably going through the same thing at this time, just trying to set their rotation and set the plan up for the conference tournament. So we're all going to be in similar boats. So just play our game. These games, we cannot go up with the mindset that these games don't matter, because they do. And whether, we lose all 3, we're still going to the tournament and we can win the tournament. Great. But it matters in terms of, you never know. We talk about it all the time. You never know what a bat's going to be that locks you in. You never know what inning it's going to be that locks you in. What inning was it that David Litchfield went out there and figured something out? What bullpen was it they went and figured something out? And if you figure it out on Saturday in the or Sunday in the championship of the conference, like, and that helps us win a championship, like, then that's when you figured it out. Like, you just never know. So we got to go out there and keep working, keep trying to get better. Tom Jostin 2 weeks ago, he's hitting 220 or whatever, and something clicked. Whatever it was, it clicked, and we don't know what at bat. He might know, but we don't know what game, what at bat, what batting practice, what day of practice that it clicked for him. And so whether that's, if somebody else is like in that situation and it clicks on Monday at practice for the conference tournament, then you better be getting work in. You better not just go through the motions. And so we don't want to get out of rhythm, and we want to try to make sure that we get guys in as close to being their best as we possibly can. So these games continue to elevate us as we get closer to Tuesday, so they matter.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.